This was me 10 years ago, 135 kilos and severely unfit. Since then, I've been on a journey to better myself. I'm constantly on the lookout for things that will push me outside of my comfort zone and test my limits. And I think I've certainly found the thing that's going to push me to places I've never been before, physically, mentally, and maybe even emotionally. Cyclocross, aka pure sweet hell, is an exercise in pain tolerance. Races consist of laps around an off-road circuit that is approximately 2 to 4 kilometers long, lasting between 40 to 60 minutes depending on your race category. A cyclocross race is characterized by being off-road. There may be a small amount of single track as well as wider sections, lots of cornering, steep banks, stairs, and crucially hurdles. It is normal to have an unrideable feature in a course such as a steep bank which will force you to dismount and run, and this is the beauty of cyclocross, deciding when it's quicker to run and when it's quicker to ride. So I've got bib tights on, long sleeve. That means one thing: winter is here, and winter for many people means cross. Cross is boss, as they would say. And yeah, this year I'm bowing to pressure from a few people and gonna give cyclocross a go. So my first race is in just under 3 weeks time here in Leeds at Temple Newsam, and yeah, I'm completely unprepared for what's involved. Apart from watching cyclocross on TV, yeah, I've never seen a race in person. I don't know what it's like in the UK, but yeah, I think hopefully, fingers crossed, it's still going to be dry in a couple of weeks time, because yeah, I don't think I'm ready for mud just yet. So this is kind of my first session today, just trying out cyclocross. Like, yeah, done a bit of gravel, done some XC riding and stuff, but yeah, never really ridden off-road on narrower tyres. So yeah, so I'm out here, just got to come to like a local kind of woods, fields and stuff, and just kind of yeah, kind of plotting out my own little route, even though I've never done, as I say, never done cyclocross before. I've only kind of watched it on TV and stuff, so I don't really know what's involved, but yeah, just gonna give it a go. So I'm not sure if anything that I'm doing today can be classed as cyclocross, but I'm having so much fun. Like, massively surprised about the tyres, like being so narrow, but yeah, it's so much grip. Like, you can just bank it in the turns and it just seems to kind of like dig in absolutely brilliantly. And then also, yeah, like I've shortened the stem, and it has kind of made things far more playful and stuff. But as I said, I'm not sure if anything that I'm doing is actually cyclocross, but I'm having fun, and that's what matters. Yeah, I have to say, really enjoying this. Like, this bike just giving it a like kind of brand new lease of life. Yeah, kind of was designed to just using it as a kind of a commuter bike and stuff. I'm really like out here, as you can see, there's not much gravel. It's kind of like old kind of XC mountain bike routes. And so yeah, I like stuck really wide tyres on it, like 47mm on 650Bs. But yeah, it's kind of, wasn't very playful. It's kind of, yeah, just went over everything, which was made it nice and easy. But yeah, I feel like with these kind of narrower tyres, this feels a little bit more playful because you're having to work a little bit harder, kind of choose your line and stuff. And yeah, well, and I feel actually just, even though it's less volume in the tyres, they feel quite comfortable. Thank you. Yeah, it feels quite comfortable even over the rocks and stuff. Maybe because it's bigger wheels and roll over stuff a bit better. And yeah, the grip is just absolutely fantastic. Like, I have no skills at all, as you've probably seen in this video, but yeah, I feel like I'm going, yeah, pretty quickly still. So it's my second proper kind of CX training today. 10 days out from the first race. After the session last week, kind of realised my mounting, or dismounting and mounting needs a little bit of work. So yeah, come out today to kind of work just purely on that. So yeah, got a couple of drills in mind. First one is kind of like into kind of a steep ramp, dismount up the steep ramp like on the foot, remounting, and then kind of sprinting for about 10 seconds after that. And then yeah, going riding easy, going around and doing it again. So I'm going to do 3 sets of 5 of that, just to try and get myself used to kind of the biomechanics of dismounting and mounting quickly and effectively. So yeah, this is going to be the ramp, well, the steep ramp I'm going to use. I'm going to use the stairs. So yeah, I'm going to come up from the field here. They come up from the field, dismount around here, shoulder the bike, up the stairs, and then remount and like sprint across the kind of top bit there on the ridge, and then yeah, back around. As I said, I'm gonna do that 3 sets of 5, yeah, with about a couple of minutes of easy spinning in between each set, and yeah, just kind of get used to doing that. It's a kind of, yes, it's a strange movement if you've not done it before. Yeah, I am absolutely terrible at the mountain phase of it. But yeah, hopefully after a few of these kind of sessions, I'll get a little bit better at it. That's hard, that. Yeah. Yeah, dismounting. I think I kind of got that. I think I need to, like one time, I think it was on the second time around there, I left it a little bit late, and yeah, struggled to get my foot out in time and grab the bike before I hit the first step, which then threw me off a little bit. And when I was mounting, caught the inside of my leg on the saddle, and it just kind of threw my bike out in front of me. So hopefully that won't happen on an actual race. Time for drill number 2, and this time come to a rugby pitch. And yeah, the plan is kind of simulate kind of race starts, but also throw in a bit of dismount practice and mounting practice in there as well. So yeah, I'm going to start at this line here. I'm going to sprint, well, clip in, hopefully clip in, sprint for about 10 meters, dismount, run for about 10 paces, mount again, and then sprint to the end. And then yeah, I'm going to do that again. I'm going to do again three sets of 5, and yeah, kind of see how I get on. So it's the day before the race today, heading over to kind of meet up with some other guys who are racing tomorrow from Alba. Yeah, and we're going to do kind of yeah, like some last minute kind of panic training. So yeah, I got George, who is kind of a seasoned kind of cyclocross racer for the club, and he's gonna be giving us a few like tips and tricks that can kind of help us through this first race, because not gonna lie, I'm a little bit nervous. Yeah, I think there's going to be about 100 people in my race, so yeah, and I think I'm going to be in the last 10% of that, but I'm getting lapped many times. But yeah, who knows what'll happen. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, but hopefully today I can get a few more kind of tips and tricks, and yeah, kind of make another step forward and a bit more improvement. What is it about cross? Why cross?
I don't really know. It's a funny one, that, because when you look at it, you think, oh, that looks awful, because it's muddy and wet and cold. But I think the fact that it's muddy, wet and cold and you're doing it for the fun of it is why it's so entertaining, because you think, well, no one else is going to do it, so I'm going to do it. And there's nothing more satisfying than linking a slick series of corners. I think that's another big reason, and you feel like a superhero. And it happens maybe once a season, but it's worth it.
Yeah, so obviously my first race tomorrow, what kind of tips have you got for me?
I think get a good start is a gold standard. Get a good start and everything else will fall into place generally, because if you get a bad start, you'll start panicking. But if you do, just enjoy it. It is your first race. No one's a legend on their first race. So just have fun and enjoy the experience. I thought today we'd just fart around, really. I think that's basically my coaching technique, is farting around, find some corners. Is there anyone wants to practice in particular? Someone mentioned remounts. Yeah, your favourite. That's fine, Matt. We can do that.
I'd also wouldn't mind doing a bit of that.
Should we go down and do some remount practice? It's literally just a case of trying to keep the motion as smooth as when you were getting off and almost reversing it. So it's just a case of swinging the leg over onto the bike and almost like you're stepping onto it, just walking onto it. That's all you're really looking for. You're not looking for, I don't know if you've watched Cross.
Yeah.
And Lars van der Haar sends himself about 9 feet in the air and lands like that on the saddle. I don't know how his saddle takes it 15 times a lap or something. It's crazy, but it's just a case of stepping onto it. So you're walking and you're landing on your inside of your thigh, and that's kind of it. Obviously, you might want to do it a little bit quicker in a race, but it is just a case of stepping onto it, and then obviously we'll speed it up as we go. Hang on.
That's as slippy as hell. So yeah, first proper crash. Gotta say, that bloody hurt. I landed like right on the side here, right, look at that. I'm on my elbow as well. Yeah, so dismounted here, and I thought I'd run up these steps. But yeah, they are just as greasy as hell. Just literally, look at that, just like slidey as any, look, it's as slidey as anything. I just need to put one foot on and just went, just like, yeah, as you'll see in the video. So yes, maybe I'll just walk up the side of these. Yeah, getting a little bit too confident. Thinking, yeah, I'll just nip up these steps and yeah, crash. Not what you want. Literally less, well, it's 24 hours before the race tomorrow. Yeah, that's knocked my confidence just a little bit. So yeah, here, race day. And it's safe to say I am very, very nervous. Yeah, I haven't been this nervous for a race in, a good couple of years. Usually to turn up and know what I'm doing, I know what my fitness is like, and know where I kind of stack up against other people. But yeah, today, Yeah, I just don't know. Like it's well, for one thing, like the whole setup is far bigger than I was expecting. Yeah, I just thought it's like a kind of local race, but no, apparently this is the Yorkshire League and it's like the premium kind of cyclocross in the region. Yeah, so all the hitters are pretty much here. I also found out there's going to be about 100 people in my race, and I'm ranked 83, so I'm right at the back. So I've got a bit of work to do at the beginning to get up there, and yeah, see if I can get a decent placing by the end. Got here about 20 minutes ago, sorted out the bike and stuff, and yeah, I think now it's yeah, time to go and ride the course, and yeah, get an eye in and find out yeah what's in store for today.
Go and have a look.
First practice lap. Honestly, literally have no clue what to expect. Just did the warm-up laps. Yeah, not as bad as I was expecting actually. It's quite a fun course. So up here it's yeah, nice and flat, nice and flowy. Some bits in the trees there, we're kind of like dipping in and out of the trees, which is nice and fun. Then go around the car park here. A bit boggy in that far corner over that way. And then yeah, you drop down. Yeah, it's just really good through the trees, through the woods. There's a nice run-up section which come people with a barrier and stuff. So I would love to be able to ride up it, but I think I'm going to play it safe today and jump up every lap and just get around really. And yeah, it's quite warm. I think I'm just going to go for the skin suit. No arm warmers, no knee warmers. About 13-14 degrees, and I was sweating buckets coming up the final hill onto this kind of top section. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm ready to go. Like, yeah, I think the nerves will kick in again when I go to a grid later. But at the moment, yeah, I'm feeling confident. I'm feeling good. I think it's going to be a good day. How do you find the course?
I really like it.
Yeah.
Like, because it's technical, I like it. Like, that's where I'll gain any time if there is it.
I can just see you now bombing down that section there.
Yeah, it's nice. And even like those sections with the routes, there's a couple of very slippy routes.
Yeah,
it's good. But this stuff through the field,
it's my section.
Actual cycling.
How you feeling, Elliot?
Nervous.
Nervous.
Yeah, a bit apprehensive.
This is your first race?
Yeah, first ever race, and it's a lot more technical than I was expecting. So the 2 warm-up laps are a bit nervy, but we'll see.
Wow, that was honestly one of the hardest things that I've ever done in my whole life. That was just, oof. literally, like, I was gridded so far back I could barely hear the commissaire at the beginning, and then before I know it, we were off, and then yeah, just narrowly avoided that crash at the beginning. Literally locked up the back wheel, just trying to like avoid it, but got around that, and then yeah, managed to snake my way through on that first climb when those people were kind of getting off and walking. I managed to stay on the bike, so I'm yeah, really happy about being able to get up that climb without having to get off. From there, it was literally just literally lungs coming out of my mouth like for an hour. Yeah, forgot to start my Wahoo at the beginning in all of that, so yeah, that switched off about 10 minutes in, but yeah, my heart rate was just literally above threshold for like the majority of the way, and yeah, just kind of settled into a rhythm for a few laps, just trying to learn the course, trying to take everything as quick as possible, trying to make as little mistakes as I could, trying to work out whether I'd do that again. I think I was firmly in type 2 fun kind of territory. Yeah, well, actually no, there's bits of the course I really enjoyed, like the flat section at the top, getting out of the saddle, putting the power down, trying to either get away from people or kind of catch up to the people in front. Really loved the kind of techie bit in the forest where you kind of come down the fast bit, and I turn up into the forest in a kind of rooty kind of section, and it's like back and forth for a bit of zigzag. Absolutely love that. I gotta say, it was fun, but it was so hard. Like, I wish I could see my face at the end, because I was just max effort of that like final climb, trying to get to that person in front of me. Didn't quite get there in the finish, but yeah, like I gave it absolutely everything from literally start to finish. Like, there was like no point where I was not trying to go as hard as possible.
There's no doubt about it, cyclocross might be the hardest participation sport you ever try. Sure, its pace is frenetic and undoubtedly tough, but with cross, you're all but guaranteed to finish with a smile, even if you are a little bit sick in your mouth at the same time. The phrase "cross is boss" exists for a reason. It's stupid fun.